floor. We're finally going to get around to seeing about pulling up this Masonite here. Get these knee pads on. And yeah, you're in a twist here somehow or another. What the heck? Oh, you got the wrong one and the wrong one. Yeah, that'll explain things. Yeah, really. Let's see if that's right now. Kind of like putting your shirt up off kilter there, out of alignment. Knee pads. Let's get some pry tools and a persuader and a bigger persuader. I suspect we may need the crowbar. Yeah, alright, let's get the old carcass down here on the floor and see what happens here. I was catching myself on something, and that's probably it right there. A nail I didn't see. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Let's start at the small pieces here, get these out, then I'm going to go up that way. And probably I'll get the saw out and try to cut this next piece so I can get trying to get it worked around the edges and leave something in the center here. Just because I guess no particular rhyme or reason. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a fun job. Yeah. And a fellow in here yesterday, a local restoration expert, and he says these floors can be brought back. Yeah, okay. Maybe. He says there's a product that you use on them, it's hard to work with, so floors are kind of the last thing on the project right now. Floors are kind of at the bottom of the project, let's put that succinctly. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna have more issues with this floor after this is all done, I can tell you right now. Just work this one side here. Now you've probably seen me do it with the paneling nails. If you're lucky, you pull this thing out part of the way and then you smack the piece down and that nail doesn't go back in like these other two did. And that way you can get the nail out a lot easier, but yeah, well, these aren't going to cooperate, so fine. And I don't know if I want to try to work around this or just keep coming at it. Same angle. But that one seems to want to move, so let's focus on it right now. Forrest Gump said. Too. Out. Yeah, focusing on the nails again, because you don't want to leave one in there. That's a piece away that has a nail in it, and the nail ends up by, you know, Murphy's Law. Ends up pointy side up, and then you might just end up stepping on the thing, and yeah, that's not a good thing to happen either, so get the nails out of it. Alright, we had one nail that just absolutely did not want to budge until now. Alright, well, that looks like what we're going to have to do here. And pretty much as I suspected, we're going to end up with more dings in this wood. And I don't know that after this is done, if this pine is going to be viable for refinishing. As I found out, I don't know if I stated that before, that this is the floor. There's joists. Modern houses have subflooring and then have some kind of something over that. In this house, which I also found out from this expert, is that this house undoubtedly predates 1900, which is the information I had. All by looking at a little latch in the transom window in the kitchen, you could pinpoint it between, you know, a set of years in the 1800s. And that's probably a pretty good bet as to when this thing was actually built. So that was interesting to find out. Although it's probably more of a trivia question than you'll never be asked. Alright, a nail in that little bitty piece like that. Great. Alright, so I probably have several hundred more nails to deal with, but this is the next project. Get this up off the pine so that we have an idea of what we're dealing with, and it looks like, I'm not sure what it looks like. I guess we're going to end up having to do something with it. I don't think it'll really be viable to salvage, to try to refinish. My guess. What I want to do with this front room, he did point out one other thing while he was here, is that the baseboards, and I kind of figured that out from the shadow. There is an 8-inch base and a 2-inch cap piece that made up the baseboard. Ooh. Lunch coming back, and we found some of that in the hallway by the stairs up on the second floor, and then of course the molding that comes up the steps extends across the wall to the bathroom, and that's probably the same molding that was used here. And he's capable of reproducing that. Of course, the wood is the issue, getting a quality wood to be able to recreate that with will be the issue. But I want to try to restore this room, even though the fireplace around is not original. It's from the 1900s, he says, early 1900s. And with the house being predating 1900, or the decade or more difference between the fireplace surround and the house, the fireplace. But I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for an older feel. And with these window frames, the trim around these windows, that's undoubtedly original, with the details, the skirts and the moldings. I want to try to restore this room to a period look. And this wall here, which is what the bedroom was made into, was actually the dining room, I think. This wall behind me here is a load-bearing wall, because of the floor joists on the second floor have to rest on something, and with the staircase there, this is a load-bearing wall, and the other side of that wall, not this side, was the way you got into the kitchen and the back of the house. Of course, there's a closet and that dinky little bathroom that I use right there in the middle of the hallway, so at some point that all comes out. And I probably won't put the wall back. I'll probably just make this a great space. But I want to try to, at least this space, kind of have that old-time look. I want to find an old-time chandelier to put in here, and I don't know if I want to embellish it. I thought about getting some, sconces maybe on either side. That wasn't there before, so maybe I won't put that back, or put that in. But I gotta get this Masonite up so I can see what to do with the floor, and also look for other water damage or other stuff like that. So that's the whole idea of the demo, is just to find out where we stand with the structure. Yeah. And this is the next thing in the way now that the paneling's all down. Other than this will just demo out at some point when I'm ready to do that. But I think I'll be having to demo out and rebuild at least some of the space upstairs. Get a working bedroom and bathroom with a shower upstairs, because I'm not going to try to take a bath in that old cast iron tub. Then at that point, possibly then I'll finish the demo down here, and I'll try to keep the kitchen for last. Or I don't know, maybe if I do it in phases upstairs, I can use the kitchen upstairs, and then I can demo this out down here once I get a working bathroom upstairs. Well, we'll see how it goes, but I don't know if you want to watch me doing this or not. Personally, I don't want to do it myself, so why would you want to watch? You get the idea. All right. Dropped that on my finger. That felt good. Thank you very much, Mr. Crowbar. Oh, shut up. Well, got started on this Masonite, and it's not strong enough to actually pull the nails up out of that pine. The nail just pulls through it, leaving the nail in the pine flooring, which wouldn't be such an issue, except that some of these nails now are, I guess, deteriorated enough that the heads are folding up when you try to get the hammer on them, and you end up with this nail stuck in the floor. So I'm going to try the old vice grip approach. See if we can't get the nails eased up out of there somehow or another. And whoa, man, I'm pulling the whole stinking board up. Well, yep, there you go. Grab it with something, and it's the next one. Try to coax it out of that pine. Without breaking it off, that's the thing you gotta be a little concerned about. And this one's really being a stubborn puppy. There we go. And of course he used the nails that's got those rings on it for tighter grip. Not quite sure what he expected out of this stuff. And but I think the approach now with that development, yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Come on, yeah, you can do it. Probably just going to get the shovel or something and try to just peel this stuff off the floor, and then have to come back through and pull out all these blasted nails. So this is going to take me a while. At this rate, this may take a couple of days to get this job done. Yeah, I don't know what else to do at this point. And all sorts of interesting smells that obviously went through the carpet and then got down into this Masonite, and then got up underneath it, and yeah. Well, that's the wrinkle in this project. So we'll see what the shovel does. See if we can get to digging this. This may be the approach. This shovel up under. Peel this stuff off and then come back and deal with the nails. Yeah, I think this will be the way to go.